Alright guys, so in continuation of how to record accrued expenses, right? In continuation of how to record accrued expenses. Okay, so we have recorded accrued expense for electricity, we have recorded accrued expense for repair of generator. So if you are yet to see this video, you can check our previous video. Okay, so right now we want to look at how to record accrued expense for staff salary. Okay, accrued expense for what? For staff salary. And after we do this recording of accrued expense for staff salary, right, we are now going to see the effects. First, when we see the effect of it in the books of account, we are also going to see the effect when the company is now ready to make the payments. All right, so I'm going to close this. All right, I'm going to close this, and to record accrued expense for staff salary, now I may need to explain one or two things here. So now, yes, staff salary that is yet to be paid is accrual. Yes, it's an accrued expense to the company, right? That is, the company has enjoyed the service rendered by the employees, but the company is yet to pay the employees. All right, so that makes it an accrued expense automatically. All right, that makes it an accrued expense automatically. But when it comes to the case of salary, there are several factors involved. When we are making the payment of salary, we'll be taking into consideration the tax liability, that is the personal income tax, pay as you earn, which every company is mandated, all right, is mandated by law to deduct from employees and remit to the relevant tax authorities. All right, we're going to be taking into consideration the pension payable. All right, the percentage of pension that is being deducted from the employee account to be remitted to their different pension custodians. All right, so but if you really want to get a full detail, all right, if you want to get a full detail on how to record salary journal in any of the software, Sage 50, QuickBooks, you need to visit our previous video. We have a full session of it from beginning to the ending, where we talked about the salary expense, the salary control account, which is same as the salary payables account, which is a liability account, the salary expense, which is an expense account. We talked about the tax payable, which is a liability account. We talked about the pension payable, which is a liability account, and we talked about the bank account. So you need to visit that video fully. We have it there for Sage, we have it there for QuickBooks, so you need to visit that. So in this session, we are just going to use this to teach you on how to record the accrued expense for salary, and we may not be dwelling or diverting into the tax aspect or the pension aspect. We are going to assume in this case that there is no tax and there is no pension. All right, so to do this, the simple process is we are going to be using journal entries, like we explained. Journal entries are used to record your accrued expenses. So you're going to, in Sage 50, to do this, you go to task. When you go to tax, you look for general journal entries. Then you click on general journal entry. This dialog box will appear. Okay, remember our illustration from the previous video was that these expenses was incurred in the month of November. All right, was incurred in the month of November, but we have passed the month of November, but this expense needs to be recognized in the month of November, so that we'll have a true and fair view of the state of accounts, especially the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, as well as the statement of financial position. So I'm going to go back to the month of November and click on 30th, which is the last day of the month, reference 3. Okay, so the next thing to do is to select which account is to be debited and which account is to be credited. There are just two accounts that should be involved now, for salary sake, right? First, we'll be talking about our salary expense account. Okay. Secondly, we'll be talking about the salary control account, which is a liability account. We can be talking about our tax payable account. We can be talking about the pension payable account, and we can be talking about the bank account. But since the salary is yet to be paid, and we are also assuming that there is no tax, and we are also assuming that there is no pension, so we are going to be dealing with just two accounts here. So the first one is the salary expense, while the second one is what is the salary control account to record this accrual. Okay, so I'm going to click on this and look for salary expense accounts. Okay, this is salary expense accounts. I'm going to click it. Right, this is description. Like I said earlier, the description is used to write what it is all about. At least for anybody that picks up the account can see at a glance what has happened. So the amount is 3 million naira. That's staff salary. Okay, so I'm going to put 3 million, debit 3 million naira to salary expense account. Now I'm going to credit the liability account. Remember that accrued expense is a liability account, so I'm going to go to accrued expense or salary control. So either ways, if you use your salary control account, it is still a liability account. If you use your accrued expense account, but because it is salary, sometimes it's very good to separate your salary, right? Let's use salary control accounts or salary payable accounts. Okay, if you use your accrued expense account, it's just going to increase your accrued expense account in the statement of financial position, right? If you use your salary control account, it is just going to increase it too as well. Okay, so I want to use salary control account because yes, I want to use salary control. Let's see if we have anything of such. Salary control account. Salary control account. Okay, there is no salary control account. So there are two things to be done. It is either we create a salary control account or you will use accrued expenses to record it. Okay, so it is either we create a salary control account or we use accrued expense to record it. So without wasting much time, I'll just use accrued expense to record it. Okay, so I'll click on accrued expense, which is a liability account. Then I'll go and credit accrued expense with what? 3 million naira. Okay, you can see that right now the debit side and the credit side are the same. All right, and with this I can now click on what? I can click on save. Right, now it is asking me, you are about to save a transaction that is not in the current period. Do you want to continue? I'm going to click on yes, I want to continue. So I want to check the effects of these recordings that I have done in the statement of profit or loss and the statement of financial position. So to do this, I'll go to report and forms. I'll click on financial statements. I want to check profit or loss account, right? So I've selected it. Remember that this is salary. Can you see salary? That's the last expense here. Salary, salary, salary. Okay, so I'm going to trace it down. Can you see? Can you see the 3 million naira, which is in the month of November? 3 million naira as salary. So indicating that that salary has been recognized for the period which it was being incurred, the period that we enjoy the service of the employees. We have recorded it. Okay, now don't forget that it is the gross salary that is always being recorded as the expense. Okay, you may need to visit our previous video on salary journal because that video explains in detail. It explains in detail. So I'm just using this to record accrued expense. So you may need to visit our video on salary journal or payroll journal. Okay, now let us see the effects of our recordings in the statement of financial position. otherwise known as balance sheet. So we are going to go to the accrued expense. Can you see that the accrued expense is now reading 3,265,000, right? So it is now reading 3,265,000 naira. Okay, meaning the staff salary is here, which is 3 million naira. The repairs and maintenance cost is here, which it was 140,000, and the electricity bill is there, which is 125,000. The three of them is what makes up 3,265,000 naira. Okay, in case you may want to check how, you double click on this figure and to take you back to the ledgers, all right, of how all of these things happened. So, but for now, let's go back and see. Now that we have been able to record the accrued expenses, now let's now say that in the month of let's say in the current period, let's check the current period. Go to financial statements, profit or loss, current period. All right, no, not this, sorry, I need to close this. Let me go to the income statement, current period. Let me see. Okay, so in the current period, these transactions are not here because they were not recorded in this period. Okay, so now what happens is this: when the company is now ready to make the payments, let's say the company is ready to make, you know that the financial year end for the statement of profit or loss has gone, or financial month end, either you are doing it monthly or you are doing it annually, the period has passed, you are recorded correctly and it is correct now. However, the statement of financial position is still telling us that company, you are still owing 3,265,000, right? You are still owing what? 3,265,000 naira. And once we make payment of that amount of money, that accrued expense account will turn to what? Zero. It is like a control account. It will now turn to what? It will now turn to like zero. So let's say the company is ready to make this payment. Let's see the effects. So to make payment, right now that we want to make payment, it is going to be passing through the bank account. All right, so we are going to go to task. We won't go to general journal again. All right, we would go to as if we want to make payment. So I'm going to click on write check. So now, first thing first, I need to involve the vendors that are concerned. So the first I want to make payment for is what? Is the electricity. So I'm going to choose the vendor. Who was the vendor that was involved? Which vendor gave us the invoice for the electricity of 125,000? So I'm going to click. Obviously, the only vendor I'm seeing here is Eco Electricity. Eco is that of Lagos Electric Power Authority, right? So if you are watching from any part of the world or any other part of the world, it could be any other electricity company that you are making use of. Okay, so I'm going to click on Eco Electric, which is the vendor. The next thing is the date. Today is February 26th, right? So I want to pay using the UBA account. So I'm going to select the cash account to make use of. UBA is what I'm using, right? So the next line of action is which expense accounts is the money hitting. Remember that we have already debited the expense account, the electricity expense account, when we were recording the accrued expense, and the right amount has been recorded for the period. Now we credited the liability account. So right now that the money wants to be paid, we are going to credit the bank account and debit the what? The accrued expense account, which is the same process that is happening here, right? If we go to journal entry, it is the same process. Right now the money is leaving the bank account with the UBA. It means the UBA is being credited. credit the giver, debit the receiver. Is that not the principle? All right, so now we are crediting UBA and we want to debit what? Accrued expense. Remember, it is accrued expense that is still showing in the statement of financial position. So I'm going to look for accrued expense now, and we're going to do one after the other so that you see the effects, right? The first we want to pay is eco-electricity, and that was 125,000, right? 125,000. Any memo you like, you put here. All right, so I'm going to click on save. So I click on save, it has saved. Now let us go and see the effects in the statement of financial position. So I'm going to go to report and forms, financial statements, then I'll click on balance sheets. Right now, as at today, can you see that the accrued expense has reduced to 3,140,000? Remember, it was 3,265,000. We have taken out 125,000. We have paid 125,000 to Eco-Electric. Right? It's now remaining 3 million for the staff. It's remaining 140,000 for the what? For repairs and maintenance. Now let us go and make payments of that. Let us go and make payments of that as well. Let us go and make payments for repairs and maintenance. I'm going to go to task and I'll click on write checks. Okay, so repairs and maintenance. Do we have any repairs and maintenance? Let's say the repairs and maintenance guy. This vendor account is the vendor that is that did the job for us. Okay, so I'm just going to choose sundry supplies. Sundry supply. Maybe it was the guy that repaired it, or you create a new one if you want to, but we don't have that time. The vendor, who was the vendor? Is he a company? We're going to pick the company. Is he an individual? We're going to pick it. Or you just, sometimes you can use general for them, but which is not very perfect. Okay, to render the books free and fair, true and fair, so you need to choose the exact one. So, but right now I'm choosing this and I'm paying this money from UBA. Alright, can you see the cash account here? I've selected UBA. Now I am going to debit, right? I'm going to debit accrued expense again. Accrued expense again of how much? Of 140,000. 140,000 was for repairs and maintenance. 140,000, right? Now that I've done this, I'm going to click on save. I've clicked on save. Now let us go and check the effect again. The effects in the statement of financial position. Right? To check the effect in the statement of financial position, we would go to, I thought I minimized it. Okay. It's rolling. Let us just wait for it to finish loading. So to check the effect, we are going to go to report and forms, financial statements, then balance sheets. Alright, now see the effects. Can you see that accrued expense is now remaining how much? 3 million naira. 3 million naira. And lastly, let us do that of the staff salary. So to pay the staff salary, right? We have already credited the accrued expense with staff salary of 3 million naira. So the same process is what we are going to take. We are going to go to task, go to write checks. All right, then in this case, who are we paying? We are supposed to be paying the employees. All right, so it's supposed to be employees that should be the vendor here. All right, but there's no employee. Let me just use sundry, but it's supposed to be employees or there. Okay, so now which account? Of course, I'm using UBA, which is the company's bank account. Okay, I selected UBA, which is company's bank account. And the next thing is I'm going to be debiting the accrued expense. Accrued expense with how much? With 3 million naira. With 3 million naira. 3 million naira. So once I do this, right, I can now click on save. So once I click on save, right, once I click on save, you will see the effect now in the statement of financial position. So we'll go back to the statement of financial position. We would see that accrued expense is no longer showing there because we have already offset all the accrued expenses. We have eventually paid for them in the month of what? In the month of February. Okay, we have eventually paid for them in the month of February. For that of salary, there is a deeper explanation to that of salary. You may need to visit our previous video, and please, when you visit it, don't forget to comment, like, and share. So now this is the simple process of what? Of recording accrued expenses in the books of accounts. All right, this is a simple process of recording accrued expense in the books of accounts. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly subscribe, like, comment, and share, and check out our next video, because we are going to be doing a video on how to record prepayments. Okay, prepayments. We just finished with accruals. We are going to be talking about prepayments. All right, how does it affect the books of accounts, and what to do next after we have recorded them. We are going to be talking about them in the next video. So stay tuned. Just turn on your notification button. That's the best you can do. Comment, like, subscribe, turn on notification bell, and share this video so that you don't miss out on any of our videos. Bye for now. Thank you.